Guys, many of times you have seen this weird error with Python code, index out of range. Sometimes it says string index out of range, sometimes it says list index out of range. So in today's video, we are going to discuss how we can resolve this problem. But before that, we will understand how does indexing work in Python. Okay, I am using editor PyCharm and Python version 3.12 is installed on my computer. So I have some code. If I run this program, as I said, sometimes it says string index out of range, this type of error. Sometimes it says list index out of range. Okay. First, let's target one of the list object and then see how indexing works in Python list, right? So I have some variable my list. I have some elements in this list. If you print this my list, so it will print in the output window, right? But what if you want to get a specific item from this list? So for example, I want to get this value, right? I want to get this element news, right? So what you will do, you will do print my list and you will say 0, 1, 2 or 3, right? For this case, you say 1. Okay. So if you run the program, so you will get news, right? Because in Python, index always starts with 0, 0, 1 and 2. Okay. If you type 0, then you will get the element basis on your subscript, basis on your index. Okay. This is coding. Let's say you want to get all the items. So you will say 0, 1, 2. Okay. So it will show you all elements. If you by mistake put 4, right? So you will get an error, the same error, list index out of range, because the range which you are specifying not exist in this list. The length of this list is 3 and index always starts with 0, 0, 1 and 2. 4 is not found here. So that's why this error comes. You can also traverse your list items with negative index, right? I want to say -1, -2 and -3, right? -2, -3. So minus will start from right. -1, -2 and -3, right? If you run the program, so you will get today. Let me remove it. So it will say today. First it will print today, -1, -2 that is news and -3 that is coding. Okay. Let's say if you put -4, what would happen? So it will go beyond the subscript, okay, on this object. So it will raise you error again, the same error, list index out of range. If you make it -0, then it will show you the last minus index, right? The coding, okay, which means the last negative value on -0. You see? Now let's see the same type of error with loops, right? Let's say we have one index that we want to maintain. We'll be using while loop. What I'm saying give me the length of my list, right? It will give me 3, right? And I'll be printing my list one by one, right? And the next statement, I will make the increment of I. Now let's run the program. So it will show you the correct output, right? It will show you, it will start from here 0 to 2, right? But if you keep less than equals to, what does it means? It will run 4 times, right? If you run it now, this time you will get this error. It will run 4 times, right? Because you are starting index with 0. And here we have the length of my string, that is 3. Let me make my list and I'll use L. Okay, just print this L as well, just to make sure whether length is correct or not. Okay, still we will get error. So it will run 4 times. Okay, if you remove this line and you just print I, so you will get to know how many times your loop ran, right? 0 to 3, right? 4 times it ran. If you remove this equal, so it will work, okay, as it is, no problem, right? So coding news today, so all 3 elements are printed, right, along with their index value 0, 1 and 2. We have one more scenario with range function. With help of for loops, I'll be using range function. I'll be creating a range, right? Let's say 4, the output of this for loop, right? So it will print you 4 element, right? 0 to 3 plus n. Okay, but if you want to access the element from this object on basis of I here, so it will show you the error again, right? You see, because it will run 4 times, and on the fourth time it will show you this error. Okay, if you make it 3, so then it will run 3 times and it will give you the subscript. Okay, if you're in the program, so you will see coding news today. Okay, because this range started from 0 and it ran to second. Okay, 0, 1 and 2, right? Let me print I as well. Okay, okay, that's why we did not get any error. You can also use length function here if you want to use length my list, so it will work. So first it will get the length, okay, and it will then iterate all the items from this list one by one in this statement, right? Same output. Okay, right? We already have length on this object, so if you run, so you will get the same output. And as I said, same thing happens with the string as well, right? If you have s, let's say str any string, I'm saying coding, and I want to print any of the character of this str with help of indexer, right? If you run, so I will get c. Okay, you will get c, it 0 1 2 3 4 5. So till 5 I can use any of the index, right? If I make it 5, so it will give you g, right? But as soon as you put 6, so it will give you the same thing, same error, string index out of range. Okay, so minus you can also use -2, so it will start from right, 0, -1, -2.
That brings us to the end of the today's video. We hope you found it informative and engaging. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content on all things tech related. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.